Greetings YouTube, time for another bargain video, and I was once again bad when it came to books, but thankfully not all of these are mine. We have the Whole Seed catalog, that's for my wife, from the Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds, the Sword of No Sword, Life of the Master Warrior Teshu, which is about martial arts, On the Warrior's Path, which is also about martial arts, Pax Americana, which is about politics, My Life in France, which is a book about Julia Childs, which is the inspiration for Julie and Julia, which wasn't a bad movie, and that's my wife's. The Third World War, August 1985, which is speculations of a retired military general written in 1978, speculating what the World War would look like in 1985 and the world after that. So that might be intriguing. Racism, An American Cauldron by Christopher Bates Doob, 2nd edition. More politics. I bought a Weibo Scout handbook because I was a Weeble at one time and it made me smile. I want to flip to that again. We have Returner, which is some Japanese science fiction movie which just looked kind of bad. The Wind in the Willows, which is for my wife. 1941, which is a film I actually haven't seen this in ages. So there you go. Wonder Woman, which was never opened. Third Eye, which is a Jeff Bridges detective film, which looks horrible. That cover is just terrible. Protectors of the Universe, which looks like a rip-off of other Japanese anime. So, there you go. We have a CD hiding, which is Elvis Sings the Wonderful World of Christmas. I used to be a major Elvis fan when I was younger. We have Scandinavian cookie notes, and these are note cards you send to people, and each has a recipe of cookies on it. My wife wanted those. This is a LED or a battery-powered candle, which I picked up possibly for some mood lighting for future videos. We have a t-shirt I picked up just because I really liked the design. It's just from Old Navy, but it says California Surf Club. I thought it was kind of cool. Then we have 6 figures. These are pewter-style figures, and I picked these up for someone else. Someone really didn't want these things because I got all of these figures for $1. I gotta tell you, I kind of like this dragon. It's got shiny eyes. But yeah, so someone didn't want those figures, so now I have them. I'm gonna give them to somebody else. And I picked up a concrete Buddha, which we're gonna put on our porch. Which I think was kind of cool because he's too heavy to be resin. He's definitely, but he's not carved. And they had 2 of them which were identical. So I think they just fine cement was used in this to cast it. The kind of the cement I used when I was working outside, probably hydrostatic, something like that. Then we have a bell, and the bell doesn't have a bad sound. And on here, if you can see it, it says Romania. And up here, it's Vlad Tepes. Yes, it's a commemorative bell for Vlad the Impaler. I had to own that, folks. Okay, on to section 2. Here we have a lovely straw hat from Lord & Taylor, which is my wife's. We got that at the thrift shop. And we have a steel compass. I got this because I really like the use of negative space. I'm going to put it on my porch. It's kind of rustic looking, and my porch has got rustic siding on it on the inside. Kind of barn style, so I thought that would make a nice, and it's pretty heavy. I picked it up, I showed my wife, she said, "You gonna sharpen it to throw it, or just gonna hang it up as art?" I'm just gonna hang it up as art. Then we have a practice bat, and this is weird. It's the Sweet Spot baseball training bat, 2 5/8 inches, Albert Pujols, I guess, signature series. I've never seen something like this because I'm trying to figure out, how does this bat help you any more than just a regular bat would? But regardless, I own it. And I'm thinking of spiking it here, but I want to do something different than I've done before. I've used nails before, and I don't think I could use that here anyway. And I've used double-headed wood screws. I don't think I could do that here. I want to do that here because, again, I want something different. So I'm going to see if I can come up with an idea and use some more classier looking spikes on this one. That's a project piece. I have a laser straightener. I have no idea how well this is going to work, but it's, you know, puts a straight beam of light, which could be useful for lining things up. We got a cable. the kind of thing you use to, if I need to secure something. Obviously, it's not, you know, Fort Knox, but it's still going to be useful. We have a lemur, and this is from my therapist. He's a fan of lemurs. I got some Christmas cards. Paid $1 for this whole bag of Christmas cards. Even if I only find 2 or 3 in there that are worth it, it's worth $1. Got a cold chisel. I could have really used a cold chisel when I was doing my project on the mailboxes, and I didn't have one, but now I do. It cost me $1. Then we have an ammo box, and this box came with it. So let's do it together, and I paid $5 for the 2 of them. And I've never owned an ammo box. Figure I can line it and then use it for knife storage, so I can pick it up and easily put it somewhere. And it's a good size to put some of my larger knives in there. I want to do that. I don't need them out, so that'd be a good place to do it. I'm gonna have to. I've got some. I've got an old yoga mat that I could probably use to cut up and line the inside so it doesn't damage anything. So that'd be cool. And it came with this little one, which I don't know if this was an actual military issue or what. This is for .30 caliber cartridges, Tracer M25 in cartons. So there you go. And there's going to be one more section because I found some larger, bulky items. And here we have some bulky things. First, I have a pick. I like it's in really nice shape in the handle. Though it's a little on the short side, it has a nice patina to it, nice feel to it, and the old man that sold it to me was a nice guy. So I paid $5 for my pick. We have 3 styrofoam headstones, which of course we'll use for Halloween, and this little keep out sign. I don't know if my wife has any interest in that or not, just up to her. Maybe I should keep that on my door. Maybe it'll chase away the evangelical Christians. Wouldn't that be nice? Because they walk right past my no soliciting sign. And then we have a laundry bag. It's a big floppy kind you can fold up and stick away. It's made of like a sailcloth type material. And there have been times when we wanted to put stuff together for like a dry cleaning run, and we didn't have any place to stick it, hold it, like we didn't want to store it in a garbage bag. So now we have a laundry bag we can use, and when we don't want it, we just fold it up and stick it in the closet. You know, out of the way. I have a normal laundry basket, you know, for weekly stuff, but I don't want to have to deal with it for the special orders, like when you're putting sweaters together, things like that, for at the end of the season to go to the dry cleaners, things like that. So it was $1, so I couldn't lose on that deal. So there you go, folks. This has been my bargain video. This last section has just been a few very bulky items, but remarkably light, because these things are made out of styrofoam. They weigh nothing.